This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Just want to let you know that Mark Martin's key word today is stretch the tires. He is have to learn a little bit about truck racing. Oh, the 15 gets sideways on the backstretch, and he will go to the pits with a flat tire on that Dytok.com Chevy.
Let's take a look at what happened. That's Marcus Ambrose on the inside. The petfinder.com, they're going to make some contact. That's more than likely what happened to his left rear tire. He probably knocked the valve stem out of that tire and cut it down immediately. Getting a report that the 15 truck was black flagged because he was not the 21. We have trouble in turn 2. Bobby East, the 21. The 15 truck did not make the commitment line. He came in after the commitment line, so he will be black flagged. Fortunately for him, the caution came out. He can probably just do a pass through. To be awfully happy. Oh, got us trouble.
Big problems in turn 3 and 4.
That's a 08 of Butch Miller making one of his infrequent starts. The 04 of David Strimmy making his first ever start. Makes some pretty hard contact. Obviously busted the radiator. It's going to be a long repair for that Hemi Dodge. We can take a look at what happened. There's Dennis Setzer, the 85 on the inside. Marcus Ambrose, the 20 on the outside. Looked like Jack maybe hit the curb, bounced up into the 08 of Butch Miller. The 04 of David Strimmy had nowhere to go. Steve Park, the Harris Trucking number 59, made a little bit of contact with the back of the 04.
Well, you could see Jack, he was up inside of Butch Miller and down on the apron. I guess Jack felt like he was far enough in there that he was good.
Welcome back to Martinsville Speedway. We see Steve Park in the number 59 facing the wall. Has a lot of damage to that truck.
See Steve moving around in the truck. That's Jim Harris's truck. Jim's local. That truck is based in Martinsville, Virginia at Joey Arrington's shop. Let's see if we can see what happened to Steve. We're going to catch it right after the starts. He's already sideways, backs into the wall pretty hard, Michael.
Yeah, and there wasn't anyone around him, so it makes you wonder if maybe he had a braking problem getting into the corner.
Ford truck. These are two also of the trucks that stayed out. That's the 25 lap truck right there. Boston Reed on the inside. Got a spinner.
Craig Kinzer, and that number 29 gets turned around.
No.
I think, Michael, since Clint Boyer stayed out on that most recent caution flag, I think he's going to stay out again, don't you?
Yeah, he has to.
Caution flags breed caution flags. Here we see Craig Kinzer getting turned around.
He was sideways when he got to the corner. I think he overdrove that corner, locked the brakes up, as you mentioned, probably got the rear wheels hopping. It turned around before he even got down to the corner.
In essence, Todd Bodine really will be our points leader if he can maintain the type of running that he's run so far, because Mark Martin won't run all the races.
That's right. Todd Bodine will. Oh, we got spinner. Timothy Peters, a Ford truck. I just caught a glimpse of it.
He got loose off turn 4 in one of those gaggles. That was turn 2, wasn't it? In the 4.
Yeah, he's in the 4 truck.
Look, something's wrong with it.
Leader's coming in at 2.
I don't think he
back up.
I think the left rear's flat.
Yeah. He's having trouble.
Forward.
There he goes. There's the left rear tire. You see a little bit of damage to the left front corner.
Thing just snuck it. Already spun out, already had a flat right there.
Yeah, may have had some contact to cause that flat tire.
We see it's down.
Yeah, there's Eric Darnell, the wow Ford for Jack Roush, doing a nice job avoiding Timothy Peters.
Simply wow. I believe that's a... Welcome back to Martinsville, Virginia. The 6th caution of the day has come out. Boston Reed having problems. You see the fluid behind that truck. He has a broken radiator.
And the implications of this reach far and wide, Rick. This is going to take him out of that chance to be in the top 30 in points when we head to the next race. He got a little help there from Lester. Lester had driven down on the inside of him, and Boston just came over like he wasn't there. My experience tells me you better not do that.
Leaders are on pit road. Clint Boyer, David Ruderman, David Reagan, Mike Bliss, all on pit road. And he won from 33rd in this very racetrack, the farthest back. But we got a spinner over in turn 2.
Spin in turn 2, Aaron Crocker getting spun around in that Betty Crocker number 98 Dodge.
Let's get ready, guys. She needs some tires. Start it up and come on.
Heard Aaron's crew telling her to get ready, get his pit crew ready in case they need some tires.
Martinsville, this is the 7th caution of the day, coming out on lap 112. It's Aaron Crocker getting spun around in turn number 2. For 5th.
See, Rick Crawford realized that David started trouble.
Clint Boyer gets spun around, and we talked about him not wanting to come back in, but he may have to come in now because of tires.
Yeah, that may alter his strategy right there. He's going to stay on the lead lap. Three wide is pretty tough in Martinsville.
Remember earlier when I told you to go 3 wide if somebody'd work with you? Watch this. This is a case where no one worked with one another. Johnny Sauter tried to stay in the middle. Timothy Peters came on the inside, and Boyer tried to take the corner. There just wasn't any room left.
Yeah, Johnny Sauter couldn't drive to the inside because Timothy Peters was there. Unfortunately, Clint Boyer probably did not realize that. He didn't realize it was going to be 3 wide. He knew that if it was just side by side, that Johnny Sauter would drive down to the curb and he would have plenty of room. It didn't work out that way. Mark Martin and Ty Bodine are playing. Terry Cook also. They're going to have such good track position. We saw this beating and banging back in the middle of the pack, even towards the front of the pack. They're not going to have to worry about that stuff. They're going to be out front when all these other trucks make it to pit road.
Oh!
Man on the move.
Got a spin in turn 2.
Oh, problems in turn 2. Craig Kinzer into the wall.
Timothy Peters just got on the inside of him, needed
that space?
Just needed to give that man right there 1 inch and didn't elect to do so. Throws a caution.
Happen here. See, there you go. There's Timothy Peters, the Ford truck on the inside. He really wasn't there. He should have given, as you mentioned, an inch or 2, and that's all that Craig Kinzer would have needed.
That just really makes you ill when people do that because it's uncalled.
No-win situation. He's going to try to duck back in again at the earliest opportunity, but now Terry Cook gets spun around in that number 10 Ford.
He was side by side with the 20 of Marcus Ambrose. You see all the trucks try to avoid him going inside and outside.
We're just 10 laps past the halfway point at lap 135.
It's on the outside of Ambrose. Those 2 trucks bump. Ambrose gets loose down on the inside, Phil, and when he corrected his truck, he bumped into Terry Cook and spun him out.
Certainly no intent there, but unfortunately Terry Cook gets the worst of it.
Battle for second position. Joey Miller just in front of Ted Musgrave. That's Joey Miller with the yellow stripe. Problems. Johnny Benson, Terry Cook, and the 20 of Marcus Ambrose.
A lot of damage to the 20 petfinders.com truck of Marcus Ambrose. See the David Starr truck, the 11 go by. He's our leader. That puts Marcus down.
Up ahead. He needs to shut that thing down and stop it.
Looks like Johnny in the 23, Johnny Benson, and the 10 of Terry Cook made a little contact. Johnny went around. Then look, Kerry Earnhardt ran in the back of Terry Cook.
Timothy Peters dive on the inside of Craftsman. What damage was done to the right front corner?
Oh, there goes Timothy Peters.
Right in front of the whole pack. Mark Martin slips by.
Caution comes out. That's number 12, by the way. The record for cautions at Martinsville in the Truck Series, 15.
Oh, we'll get there.
We still have a lot of laps to go.
And these cautions are friends of David Starr.
Get a look at it right. He's on the inside of Matt Crafton. That's a battle for the 3rd position. He loses that truck, runs up, bumps into Matt Crafton, cannot control it, turns around. Now the truck's going everywhere. Mike Bliss got a little damage. He made some contact with Aaron Crocker in the 98 truck.
Pit road, well, that all changed because he had a flat left rear tire. They pitted, didn't want to, but had to. Sprague knew it. He got to pit road early, got in here under caution, and got a fresh tire back on that thing. But their strategy didn't get to play out today at Martinsville.
Another truck having a great Bliss. IWX Chevrolet. Mike Bliss, we got a spin. Track's blocked over turn number 4.
Craig Kinzer again having problems keeping the 29 Chevrolet pointed the right direction.
David Reagan, who was having such a great run, is involved also. You see him on the inside, the 50 truck.
Looked like the 50 got
say that it blew up. So
spin in turn 2.
Got trouble.
Eric Almirola in that Spears Manufacturing 75 Chevrolet getting spun around.
Boy, don't you know that David Starr is loving these caution flags. Every time we run a lap under caution, that's 1 less lap.
Caution number 14.
See the 75 on the outside. He and the 22 of Bill Lester make some contact.
Bill's been down on the inside of a couple people and felt like they should have given him the turn, but Eric disagreed, and therefore we're under our, without making him mad or anything.
Caution 15, tying a record at Martinsville, has come out. Robert Richardson in the number 1 brings it out on lap 217.
Pull out in front of them, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Chance on spinning the 88 out.
What about Mike Bliss?
Out behind him.
Oh, we got him. David Rude, we heard it.
Caution is out.
Yeah, I saw that coming. If Dennis just was faster than David, and it looked like a recipe for a guy that's in the top 5 in points to maybe just let Dennis go.
Let's ride with Dennis Setzer here. There's the 17th, David Ruderman, right in front of him. Here's Dennis. See, he's right up underneath them almost. That was a previous corner. Let's see what happens when they get down in turn number 3 here. Dennis looks to the inside. just overdrove the corner, it looked like.
And then hit him twice and spun him out.
Come on.
Finish line, 4 laps of racing to go.
I don't think Ted's going to be able to do anything with him if this race goes green the rest of the way. But we've had 3 races and 3 green-white checkers this year.
Watch your 14 up here in front of you, turn 4.
This would be
You'll be
the
down
first
low
race
when you get there, nice and easy.
without a green-white checkered. If we get it, Mark Martin still trying to battle with Matt Craftsman for that 3rd position. Mike Bliss, the IWX Chevrolet, back in 5th.
Problems in front of David Starr. Rick Crawford must have a flat right rear tire as he slid almost into the wall. No caution has come out at this point. We'll see if Rick Crawford can get off of the racetrack. He's having problems in that number 14 Ford.
He's going to stay on the racetrack. Meanwhile,
2 laps of racing to go for David Starr.
David Starr's just hoping that the caution flag don't fly, that a guy doesn't run into another cat and spin him around, make him do this one more time. That's what he's hoping.
if he can get to the start-finish line with 1 lap to go, even if there is a caution, they will not restart this race. He made it. He's at the start-finish line. 1 lap to go.
White flag has come out. Under a half mile to go for David Starr, looking for win number 4 in his career. Down the backstretch, he's got a 5-truck length over Ted Musgrave.
What a great run today by David Starr.
David Starr comes out of turn number 4, and he will win the Kroger 250.
Matt Craftsman in 3rd.
Tying his career best.
Brendan Gaughan in 6th. It's good to see these guys have good runs.
Ted Musgrave with a 2nd place finish. That could move him ahead of his teammate in the point standings.
Yeah, we're being showed Todd Bodine back in the 12th position. Mark Martin, our point leader, coming in, finishes 4th with a great effort.
I got to hand it to the engineering staff and the guys at Toyota. They said that number 11 truck was the fastest truck on the track in practice yesterday. And darn, they were right. They were on it.
Before
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.